think the Senate is going to be in longer than this week, and I think there's no doubt that based on the votes last week, it's clear that a majority of the Senate supports the president's position of doing away with Don't Ask, Don't Tell, repealing that, certainly our hope is that that the Senate will take this up again, and that we'll see this done by the time the year ends.
Follow up on that. New litigation was filed in courts today challenging the constitutionality of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. What does the president have to say to opponents of that law who feel like they need to pursue litigation to get that off the books?
Well, I think the president would say the same thing that I've said and the same thing that Secretary Gates has said, that one of the two entities, either Congress or the courts, is going to repeal or do away with Don't Ask, Don't Tell. The best way to do it would be to do it through Congress, and the House has passed that legislation, and it is clear that well more than a majority of well above a majority of U.S. senators believes that's the case as well, and I think that I think we're closer than we've ever been to making repeal a reality.
Yeah, slightly different take on Chris's question. The president has pledged to stay in town himself until START is done. Would he pledge to stay in town until Don't Ask, Don't Tell?
Let me be clear, Carrie. The president isn't. If START gets done, the president and Congress is here. The president's not leaving. I said earlier that the president will be here as long as the Congress is here, and the president.
He pledged specifically, though, to stay in town until START was done. I mean, it's like.
No, I think that we always envisioned that if the Congress was here, the president would be here. There's a whole host of important things beyond the tax agreement and START, Don't Ask, Don't Tell being one of them, that that the president believes can be dealt with before Congress leaves town.
If the legislative effort fails, are there other options on the table? I mean, this is a distinct possibility now.
Well, I should say this. I think it's a distinct possibility that Don't Ask, Don't Tell will be repealed by the end of this year, and that's where our effort is focused.